Happy Wedding Wednesday. Bedina here, your resident bride-to-be at Blockhouse. Today we're going to be talking about Wedding Planning 101 for that bride on a budget. So there's two main things to remember when starting to plan your wedding, and the top two things are to one, be organized, and two, have really good resources. There's many ways of accomplishing all of these things, and we're going to start with the first one. So you want to start with having some kind of a planner. Any kind of a planner will do. I got mine at the FIDM scholarship store for $6. Looks like this. I've decorated it and blinged it out and added stuff and pasted stickers and all kinds of stuff. It's more of a scrapbook based planner, but it does have little sections to add your guest list, things like that. You can also find planners that have written tabs in them, things like that. You can get them anywhere from the Goodwill to Barnes & Noble. You can order them on any kind of like Amazon website, anything like that. They're really easy to find. Just look for them. Another great resource is to have a website. I started mine at theknot.com. I absolutely love it. It covers everything. I know there's lots of different ones out there. Theknot.com just is my favorite. They cover anything and everything. They're just a great website overall. They offer everything that the books can offer you, from starting a budget to a guest list to photos that you can use for inspiration. They also offer you the ability to create your own website, which is awesome. Me and my fiance did it. It requires just both of your first names .ourwedding.com. It makes your friends and family who live anywhere all over the United States or world to be able to get to know you and your fiance, get to know your story. For people that don't get to see you all the time, it's a great opportunity for them to get to know you. That's why we did ours. And it gives them an opportunity to actually write on there. You can post pictures, talk about your engagement, your relationship, anything, everything. It's a really great resource. Next, we're going to head right into resources. Great things that I love about resources is websites. I love all different websites. I go online all the time, browse the web. It's awesome. Some of my top ones would be Martha Stewart Weddings, marthastewartweddings.com. Oh, by the way, I am going to post a list of all of the websites and all the different resources that I talked about today. So marthastewartweddings.com, great website. They have the best DIY craft projects for weddings, everything from favors to aisle runners to centerpieces. Love. It's awesome, especially if you're trying to save money. I made my budget. Me and my fiance, we made our budget, and then I literally was like, I'm taking money off of that. I can do all of these things myself. I'm gonna teach myself. I'm gonna become a wedding guru and do it all myself. So that's what I'm doing. So hopefully it'll help you guys out too. Another great website as far as do-it-yourself crafts is michaels.com. They have a whole wedding tab and great resource for things like that, as well as great deals. If you download the app on your iPhone or any kind of a smartphone, they give you coupons, like 40% off one item coupons, and all kinds of great deals. Sometimes it's like 20% off your entire purchase after 4 o'clock. Don't quote me on that. I think so though. And I love that resource because you can find things, even if you have to go in there like a bazillion times and use your coupon, it still makes it a really great bargain and a really great deal. Another great website that I love for inspiration is Pinterest. .com. They offer, as far as like inspirational photos, you can kind of go through, you can repin them and add them to your own personal profile, as well as like photos. For me, I go through it like on my iPhone all the time, and I'll like, even if I really like something, I'll even take a photo of it on my phone, and then I'll send it to my friends and family and be like, what do you think of this? Is this cool? Is this not cool? I don't know. I'm kind of a dork like that, but I like it. Another great website is theweddingchannel.com. I believe that they do offer, as well as great resources, organizing, things like that. It's a great website. Inspirational photos, vendors, things like that. Awesome. Branching off to the next, as far as resources, is branching into vendors. Finding the right vendors is sometimes very tedious task, but it's it's something that you have to do. If you're right on a budget, or even if you're not, you want to kind of find the best deal for what you're looking for. So you want the best of what you want necessarily. So sometimes it's not the cheapest, but it's going to be the best price for what you want. And you want your wedding to be personalized. It's about you. It's your special day. So you want that. Another great, as far as finding those vendors, is through magazines. I mentioned before, I love theknot.com. They have their very own magazine that I absolutely just to die for love. I rip articles out of it and photos and put it in my scrapbooks and my planners, and every time I get a little bit of advice, I put it in there, and I love it. Another great, there's all different kinds of bridal magazines. You literally can just go to your local Target or grocery store and just go to the magazine aisle, and I'm sure you'll find a bunch. Scroll through it, get ideas, get excited about it. It makes it much more fun for everybody, especially when you get really excited about it. I mean, what's not to be? It's your wedding day. Another great resource that I absolutely love are Expos. I just kind of got introduced to them on a whim. I saw a few on a website, so I just signed my name up, and then they sent me invitations. Let me see if I can find them. Through all the stuff I have here on my desk, I think that I misplaced them. Oh wait, they fell on the floor. So these are like wedding expo invitations that I've gone. I went to this one. This one was at the LA Convention Center. Awesome. There was over 200 vendors there. You got lots of cool free stuff. I got this wedding planner. As far as vendors are concerned, I got vendor guides for all of Southern California, which makes it really great. I got this really cool bag right here. It says the bride's bag. It's kind of where I keep all of my wedding stuff, all my planners and magazines and clippings and just everything and anything bridal. It goes in that bag, so I kind of try to stay somewhat organized with the chaoticness of planning a wedding, but it makes it really fun. And ultimately, when planning a wedding, you want to just stay calm and enjoy it and have fun every step of the way. It's the most amazing day of your whole life, and hopefully, everything goes smoothly. There's only a few things that I want to kind of sum everything up with. I feel like the top four things in planning your wedding to remember is you got to start off by making a budget. Number one, sit down with your fiance, talk about what is doable, what is not doable, something that's not going to put you out on a limb. You don't want to overextend yourself or spend money that you don't have. It's one day and it's going to be amazing, but you have to remember that it is one day, and as long as your friends and family are there, it will be the most amazing day. And at the end of it all, nobody's going to be looking at the centerpieces. I know, I probably shouldn't say it, but they're going to be looking at you. And you have to remember that and stay in it, and remember that ultimately it's about you and your fiance and your soon-to-be husband getting married. So the next step from the budget is the guest list. Go through, decide how many of these people can you feed, how many of people that you can't live without, of that you have to make sure that are there, and go through and be methodical about it. I know when I started mine, the list was just out the wall, and you had to kind of go through and decide and kind of go down and break it down of who are the most important people in your life that you want to be there and to share that special moment with you, and who are people that are just going to love you and be so excited for you that they're there but not necessarily need to be there. And there's tons of other things that you can do to invite these people, and through the course of my wedding I will show you exactly how to invite them and make them feel included on your special day, even if they can't make it because it's not in your budget. My number 3 is a planning checklist. You can find that on any of the websites that I went through. You can find it in any of the planners for the most part. They're really easy to find. I will be blogging one, kind of just a basic checklist with a basic timeline here in the next couple of weeks to kind of help you guys out, and I will be going through that with you. And last but not least, a scrapbook. I'm all about it. I love inspiration. I love things that get me excited. I love cutting out pictures and looking online at all the different photos and all the things that make me exciting for my wedding day, and hopefully that will inspire you as well, and you'll know exactly what you want, so when your big day comes it'll be perfect and exactly the way that you planned it. So good luck to you, and until next time, mwah.